Chapter 18, Thywill Bedon, Episode 1. Sally decided to do just as she said. She didn't know what to say to the professor, but she was pretty sure she could write a story with all the things in her head, Billy constantly jamming in more. Mywill Bedon. Thywill Bedon was the most fortunate boy in the world. He was born to the Lord of the West and the Queen of the East. The East and the West had been at war since before anyone could remember. All tales told by storytellers and all books written by book writers told of battles great and small between the West and the East. As is so often the case, even with playground fights, no one knew why the fighting had begun. For a fight is easy to start and nearly impossible to end. Lord Mywill Bedon and Queen Laylaw were to bring an end to all war. Lord Mywill Bedon first saw Queen Laylaw during a siege in the castle of the East. She was a warrior queen, the only child of the long-reigning Lord Don Howisay. Stop! When Mywill Bedon shouted stop, everyone in his great army came to a stop. It was such a shock for the East that they too came to a stop. I wish to talk to Lord Don Howisay. This was most surprising. Talking had never been part of war. No battle had been interrupted in all history of war. For talk. News got to Lord Don Howisay, and his curiosity inclined him to agree to a meeting. A large room was quickly cleared of dead bodies, and Lord Mywill Bedon was invited into the castle. He came alone and left his sword and shield at the gate. There were many arrows aimed at him as he walked to his meeting. He knew he would be dead at the command of Lord Don Howisay. It mattered not. He knew he had lived and died 1,000 lives. What mattered on this day was his desire, his great inspiration. In the great hall he saw that Lord Don Howisay was standing alone at the table awaiting him. Lord Don Howisay, I am Lord Mywill Bedon. We have been at war for many generations. In the beginning was war. I have come to a thought it a long time. Tell me your thought. I am the only son of my dead parents. You have no son from your first wife, but have a daughter, Princess Laylaw. Lord Mywill Bedon was a very handsome and strong man. Lord Don Howisay was aware of his charms. He was awestruck at the most unusual proposal. Speak farther, Lord Mywill Bedon. Let us marry our families together. You wish to marry my daughter? Yes. Sally laughed. She noticed that she laughed, and that made her smile. She could see a direction already and would certainly finish the story. But she was hungry, and Billy was sitting at the bar already in his suit, waiting. Dinner time in the dining hall was formal. Well, shirt and tie would do it. But Billy liked the whole deal. Made him feel grown up. Sally reached over and held his hand to get his attention. I just started a story. Looking forward to reading it. Good. I'll put on a dress. Then we can go eat. You wait here and I just be a few minutes. No stress. Just put on a dress. The bartender smiled. He was used to the two of them. They often sat at his bar in the late afternoon before dinner. They were not the usual honeymoon type, more like an old couple still in love.